In this video, I want to answer the question, will filing a bankruptcy cause me to lose my security clearance, either at a private employer or with the federal government? I'm Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a personal bankruptcy attorney here in the Atlanta area, and I've been in practice for over 25 years. I've represented hundreds, if not thousands, of folks pursuing relief under Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 bankruptcy. And the answer to this question about security clearances is not quite so black and white. Big picture answer is most likely filing bankruptcy is not going to cause you to lose your security clearance. That being said, there are some very, very sensitive jobs where your personal finances, as well as any other moral failings or issues, could be relevant at a job. For example, something dealing with national security, or if you're dealing with a very sensitive information in a bank. But those are very, very few and far between. And I can tell you that in 25 years, I've never had a client lose a security clearance because of filing bankruptcy. What is relevant is, more so than the filing of bankruptcy, is the reasons that you had to file. Were you in a huge amount of debt? Did you go through some sort of a terrible lawsuit where somebody was really trying to get you? Did you go through a really nasty divorce where there were allegations of sexual abuse or of physical abuse of an ex-spouse? I think that folks who are looking at security clearance details are going to be more concerned about the circumstances of your financial or personal problems more so than what you did to take care of them, because obviously filing a bankruptcy gets rid of these problems and can actually be of help to you. So I think they're going to look at that. And for example, if you file bankruptcy because you co-signed for an adult child in a car and your child did not make the payments and you got sued and you ended up having to file bankruptcy, or you went through a divorce, you ended up with a bunch of credit card debt, you need to get rid of it, that's one thing. If you ran up a bunch of credit cards and lived a lifestyle way more luxurious and expansive than you could afford, that would suggest there was some really poor judgment there, and that could be relevant. If you were asked on a form, have you ever filed bankruptcy or do you have financial problems, and you answered no, and that was not true, that could be a problem. So I think the bankruptcy itself is not so much the issue, but the issue is the circumstances that have led you or may lead you to file bankruptcy and what they say about your character and your judgment. That's really what security clearances are all about, because I think for the most part, folks looking at bankruptcy see it as a remedy to problems, and of course once you file bankruptcy, you're going to be, if not debt-free, you're going to be in a situation where your debt is much more managed, and you'll be less of a risk, I would think, because nobody can blackmail you and you're not going to be focused on other things other than your job because you've dealt with the problem. So I would look more at the underlying issues, and I think I would also reach out to folks at your employer if you're concerned about this, if there is a union rep, if it's unionized, or if there is somebody you can speak to about this, or research it online. But again, I will tell you my experience has been that in 25 years I've never seen somebody lose a job or not be able to get a job that requires security clearance because of a bankruptcy. And this includes bank officers, military personnel, government security officers, you name it. I've never seen it happen. So not to say that it can't, but it most likely won't. But do your homework and realize that, again, the underlying causes are the most important factors here. So hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube, like it on Facebook. If you've not already done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll find a lot of good information here about personal bankruptcy in the Atlanta area. And if you've not already done so as well, go to my website at www.atlanta-bankruptcy.com and grab a copy of the Debt Destroyer Survival Kit I put together and made available to you at no cost on that website. I think you'll find it very, very useful. My name is Jonathan Ginsberg. Again, anything I can do for you, please call me, 770-393-4985. And until next time, I wish you nothing but the best. Thanks a lot. Hi, this is Jonathan, and I hope you found this video helpful. I'd like to invite you to download my free Debt Destroyer Survival Kit right now. I've packed my survival kit with answers to the questions I've heard from clients for over 25 years here in the Atlanta area. Inside the survival kit, you'll find clear, easy to understand answers to critical topics about how to solve debt problems once and for all, including how do I protect my stuff, my house, car, and personal property if I file for bankruptcy? Are there any legitimate alternatives to bankruptcy? Will I ever get credit again, and if so, when? What mistakes must I avoid to get the most benefit out of bankruptcy? You can claim your copy right now by visiting my atlanta-bankruptcy.com website. And you are always welcome to use the email form on my website to ask me anything about debt and personal bankruptcy in Atlanta. www.atlanta-bankruptcy.com. And as always, I wish you the best.